Most robot mowers have a secret. They only work if your garden is flat and wrapped in a buried cable. Add a real slope, a dense corner or a complex layout and they either give up or tear your turf trying to turn. The Segway Navimow X4 series claims to be different. No boundary wire, no external antenna. Navimow calls it drop and mow. It is a real all-wheel drive and has a patented turning system that claims it won't rip up the grass it's supposed to cut. Stick around for the Home Assistant section, I'll give you the straight answer because before spending 2,500 to 3,200 euros, you deserve the honest version. If this review helps, a like and a subscribe means a lot. Let's dive into this. First things first, Segway provided this unit, but that does not influence what I say. You get my honest opinion about this mower. And another thing, they've sent me the X430, but at this moment only the X420 and X450 are available. Now let's start with the box. The X430 is bigger and heavier than you expect. It's immediately clear that this isn't a budget mower. Robust, purposeful build, wide off-road tires, thick ribbed bodywork and a dual disc cutting deck sitting flush underneath. This is not a toy but a serious workhorse. In the box, mower, charging station, a backup GNSS antenna you probably won't need and a blade replacement kit. Well packaged throughout. The build quality feels premium. Solid first impression, but what it actually does under the hood is where things get interesting. Let me tell you about the key features of this beast. First, real all-wheel drive with dual independent suspension and the ability to handle slopes up to 84%, a 40-degree incline, and roll over vertical obstacles up to 7 centimeters. Most robot mowers tap out between 25 and 35% gradient. For seriously hilly terrain, that gap is everything. I live in the Netherlands, so no slopes here to test. Second, Xero-Turn, Segway's patented steering and the reason I choose this over the Motion Luba AWD. Skid steer robots drag their tires through turns and wear your turf over time. Xero-Turn uses eccentric front wheel control and arc trajectory navigation to pivot cleanly, independently certified by TÜV Rheinland for lawn safe mowing. It won't damage your grass. After months of use, your lawn looks better, not worse. Third, wire-free, antenna-free setup via EFLS Network RTK over a pre-installed 4G SIM combined with 360-degree vision and inertial tracking. This provides centimeter-level accuracy with nothing buried in your garden. There's a separate antenna included if you do not want to use the 4G Network RTK. Those are real differentiators, not just marketing, but the specs tell a more complete story. The cutting deck is 43 centimeters wide, two 180 watt motors, dual discs, 12 blades, serious cutting power that pushes through dense or tall grass without bogging. Cutting height adjusts from 2 to 9.5 centimeters via the app. EdgeSense trims within 5 cm of lawn edges without accessories and the floating blade system adapts to uneven ground so the cut stays level. Noise is under 68 decibels. The warranty is 3 years on the machine, 2 on the battery. The battery charges at 224 watts, full in 90 minutes, giving 110 minutes of mowing per cycle. It manages 3000 square meters by auto recharging and resuming throughout the day. The mower is IP66 rated with a weather sensor that sends it home automatically, so you can clean it with a water hose if you like. One thing worth knowing, the 4G cellular service for Network RTK is free for the first year, then roughly 33 euros a year after that, worth factoring into the real cost. The extra local RTK camera included in the box can solve this if you don't want to use Network RTK. On paper, it looks solid. Getting it running is where products win or lose me. Setup is the strongest argument over wired competitors. No cable burial. place the dock, open the app and drive the mower around your boundary. But you can also choose a hands-free setup. This way, auto mapping builds the GPS map on its own as long as the edges of your lawn are clearly detectable. You can then refine it in GeoSketch with no-go zones, passage corridors and up to 120 zones. This takes typically 20 to 30 minutes depending on how large your garden is. Navigation runs 3 systems in parallel. Network RTK for centimeter precision, 360-degree V-SLAM cameras for orientation under tree canopy, and visual inertial odometry to bridge the gaps, which is why it stays reliable where single system mowers get lost. Things that are missing are settings to determine the mowing pattern and using the cameras for first-person view mowing. The Segway Navimow X430 determines its route itself. You cannot set if you want straight lines or a checkerboard pattern, for instance. And it's not possible to view the camera image using the app. It's something that other mowers do have, but you can ask yourself if it's really needed. Once it's up, the next thing I spent time in was the app. The app is polished, clean layout, well organized and a setup wizard that actually guides you. The real scene 3D map looks gorgeous. The app is super simple and doesn't have a lot of options to drown you in, unlike other mowers. There are settings for setting up a mowing schedule, choosing the work mode and choosing the global cutting height from 20mm to 95mm. This can also be set specifically for each map. You can enable or disable mowing at night, and there is map management where you can set boundaries, off-limit islands, channels, vision fence off zones, and even doodle some creative logos, letters and numbers onto your lawn. The mowing reports show you exactly how many times you mowed your grass, the mowed area and the hours. The advanced features let you switch between network RTK and local RTK, configure vision fence settings and set the weather conditions under which you want to operate the mower. The traction control system improves the mower stability and traction control. And there's an edge sense option that causes the mower to mow closer to the actual lawn edges. Of course, this mower has anti-theft and safety features, so stealing this mower is pointless. This mower is cloud dependent throughout, there is no local mode. I'll come back to why that matters, but the real test is performance. On flat ground the X430 is excellent. It has clean, efficient coverage. I could not test it on slopes, but according to other reviews, this mower performs exceptionally well on them, and I have no reason to doubt that, to be honest. Xero-Turn delivers. After repeated sessions, no ruts, no torn patches at turning zones. That is a meaningful, measurable advantage over skid steer AWD competitors. Navimow has so-called peak mowing efficiency, which boosts a 17-inch 43cm dual disc, 12-blade cutting system, travel speeds of up to 2.6 feet per second is 0.8 meters per second, and ultra-fast auto recharging. This combination allows the mower to cover up to 1.5 acres, approximately 6,000 square meters in a single day. The safety system is worth mentioning. It detects humans at 3 meters and slows down within 1 meter. Animal protection mode detects pets at 5 meters and replants in 100 milliseconds. Night vision covers up to 1.8 meters at 150 degrees. This isn't a daylight only device. The honest limitation is weight. This is a heavy machine and getting it in and out for winter storage takes real effort. Before I get into Home Assistant, honestly, where this review gets most interesting, a quick word. Reviews like this take serious time. The only way I keep doing this independently is through your support. Subscribe to the channel, like this video and back the channel on Patreon, buy me a coffee on Ko-fi or join as a paid YouTube member. All 3 links are below. Now, that Home Assistant integration, here's what I actually found. Does the Home Assistant integration work? Yes, but with caveats the marketing doesn't spell out. Segway published an official integration called NavimowHA on GitHub, installed via Hex as a custom repository. It's not in the standard Hex store, so you add the GitHub URL manually. You will also need Home Assistant 2026.1 or later. See the link in the description. Once set up, the mower appears as a proper lawnmower entity. Activity status, battery level, start, pause, resume and dock. Enough for practical automations. Send it home when the kids arrive, start mowing when you leave your work. The caveat: it's cloud dependent. Commands go through Navimow servers, not locally. The integration is under active development. More sensors and automation depth are coming, but are not fully there yet. If local control is non-negotiable for you, this isn't it yet. For cloud-reliant automation, it works well for what it is. I have to say, I haven't found any robot mower that works fully locally yet, so I don't think this is a showstopper for the Navimow. The HA picture is clear. Now, is the price justified? The X430 comes in around €2,799 from authorized Dutch retailers, firmly in premium territory, plus roughly €33 per year after year 1 for the Connect Plus cellular service. Worth building into your long-term cost. The X420 costs €2,499 and the X450 costs €3,199. And one thing worth flagging before you buy, the X450 covers 5,000 square meters versus this model's 3,000. An affiliate link is in the description. It costs you nothing extra and helps support the channel. Let's get to the verdict. Back to the opening question. Does the Navimow X430 actually do what it promises? On the mowing side, yes. This is a serious machine. AWD is the real deal. Xero-Turn protects your turf where other AWD robots don't, and wire-free setup is as easy as advertised. If your garden has real terrain challenges, this machine is built for that. It's a robust mower with not many gadgets like a first-person camera view on board. It just does the job very well. On Home Assistant, it works with caveats. HACS custom repository and cloud dependent. The X4 series is for you if you have a generally challenging garden, slopes, complex zones, dense grass, and if you want the best wire-free mower available right now. If your lawn is small, flat and simple, save your money and look at the I-series instead. For the right garden, it's worth every euro. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps. A huge thank you to everyone supporting the channel through Patreon, Ko-fi or a paid membership, and to all of you whose names are scrolling on screen right now. You make independent reviews like this possible. If you'd like to join them, the links are below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. And has patented. You deserve the honest version. If this review helps, skid steer robots.